Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing fine. I decided to create this video because I wanted to share all my struggles right now in finding a new home-based job. So previously, I've been working as a home-based offshore and onshore recruitment specialist, and unfortunately, one of our clients is heavily affected by the corona pandemic and they froze their hiring. So it's me who suffered because I'm the one who's in charge of that project. But I completely understand. I just thought that it would be easy to find a new one, but it's really difficult. So I want to share all the struggles that I've had in the past few weeks in looking for a job. And let's begin. So this is the first option, I think, for everyone. As long as you can speak English, you can read, and the basic English, you can definitely apply as an ESL teacher. Um, they are not that strict with your background. Um, they accept anyone. They prioritize college graduates, but I'm unsure if they also process undergrads. But here are the negatives of applying as an ESL teacher. Well, first is there are no bookings available. So let's just say that you've opened 10 slots. Like you are available for that's 5 hours because one slot is equivalent to 30 minutes. Just give me 1 second because I need to charge my laptop. Alright, I'm back. So let's just say you are available for 5 hours a day and you've opened 10 slots. However, there are no students who wanted to book. So maybe it's just a crisis. The the parents just wanted to save their money for the necessities. It's just that for the past few days, I'm just getting 2 bookings in a day, and one booking it ranges from 50 pesos to 65 pesos, and I think that's extremely low, and it's extremely exhausting as well because if you'll be teaching children, you'll have to sing and dance, and with just 2 or 3 times that I've danced, sing and dance, and gave out my best energy because the students won't like it if you'll sound um, if you'll sound monotonous, if you're not really lively, they will dislike you. So it's exhausting, and it's for me. It's really not worth it. So I salute all of the ESL teachers because I really cannot do it. Like I don't have the energy to do this on a full time. Okay, so I've also applied as a transcriptionist. First, I've applied to a famous site which gives a high rate, and I didn't make it. I don't know why. I've heard they're really strict with the exam. Like you'll have to perfect everything. Um, so I applied to another one, and the second company that I applied to told me that I'll get the results in 30 days. 30, right? 30 days. So I think that's just too much. On the third company that I applied to, it's just smooth. So I was able to log in immediately. However, the struggle is once you started transcribing, you'll have to you'll have to teach yourself how to follow everything, all of their rules. Like let's say it's 20 pages, you'll have to follow everything. And once you submitted a transcription and it didn't pass their standards, it will be returned to you. You'll have 90 minutes to edit, and when you submitted your transcription and it still failed, they will just accept your transcription, but they won't pay you. So just for me, it's unfair to newbies because transcribing for the first time, let's just say a 3-minute call can take up to an hour if it's really a difficult audio. It's just unfair that you won't get anything with all of your effort. And the pay depends on the number of audio to work on. So if there are no audio available to work on, you cannot get anything. You won't get paid. Virtual assistants. This is a famous one. Um, I've applied to just a few because I know the job can really be demanding. Most vacancies are on a night shift. Um, I know a lot of you will say, "Oh, I can just make a sacrifice and be on a night shift since I'm home." Well, it's different if you have a condition, if you have a heart problem, if you have diabetes. It's difficult to stick on a night shift. So I'm okay with mid shift. I'm okay with day shift. Early morning shift is okay, but not working on the entire night. But still, I've applied to a few. They are not responsive. I really cannot say if it is the usual or it's just because of the pandemic. And there is a slow progress on the recruitment process. So if they interviewed you today, they can go back to you after 5 days or 10 days. So it's really a slow progress. Okay, I think this is the easiest one to apply and is the easiest job that anyone can take as long as you have laptop, internet, and the time. So I applied also as a chat moderator, or this is for an adult website. I don't want to discuss the specifics, but just to give you an idea, you'll send chat messages. Okay. It's extremely low when it comes to the pay. Per message you sent, you'll get um, around 3 pesos, Philippine pesos. And your pay depends on the availability of the messages. The good thing about the specific company that I applied to, and now I'm an employee of this company, is that their culture is so warm and friendly. They're all okay. Um, my only problem is the availability of the messages that you can work on. So there is a certain quota that you'll have to meet so that they will transfer you your salary. So if you didn't meet the quota, it will just carry over to the next month because they pay once a month. So you'll have to reach at least X amount, and that's the time that they will transfer you your pay. So I cannot say that it's a waste of time because right now it's the easiest one to go for. But you'll have to know the peak hours, you'll have to adjust, and you'll have to grab the opportunity that you have when a certain message pops up. You'll have to reply and reply and reply so that you can get a good number of output. Okay, so these are some of the personal issues that you should work on. First is you'll have to have a good quality of laptop, at least i5, especially for virtual assistant. For that position, virtual assistant, because you'll open a lot of tabs, you'll work on different softwares, you'll be on a group call. So you should be at least on i5. If you are on i3 processor, that will be difficult already. You'll have problems along the way. Your RAM should be at least 4 or 8. I think 8 is the most acceptable, especially when you're applying for the virtual assistant position. Currently, I have just 2 gigabytes of RAM because my 8 gigabyte RAM is on its way yet, and it's stuck because of the lockdown. But that's one thing that you should also upgrade your RAM, and you'll have a good quality headset, a noise canceling one. I've heard if you are a transcriptionist, you can purchase a transcribing headset. I haven't tried to use that. I bet it's expensive, but let's see, it might be worth it. And the shift. So, lucky, you will be lucky if you have a job wherein time is flexible. But as for me, the struggle is the night shift. For the others, maybe they want a flexible time. I also want that. So it depends on the job that you're applying for. But that's just one issue. For the others, um, it might be an issue if you have pets around. So there should be no dogs, no roosters, um, any background noise. Because if you are working from home, and of course, most of them, like 99%, you are outsourced, right? So someone from the US or Australia or United Kingdom, they are expecting you to be inside the office, so it should be quiet. If you are, let's say, in a video call, you should have a good background, like a plain wall. You should dress appropriately. You should have good lighting, and your microphone should be okay. So you really have to invest if you want to work from home. So currently, I still have ongoing applications, even with those positions that I've mentioned earlier. So maybe I'll create another video to tell you on my progress, and if you can leave some comments on, maybe you can give me some suggestions, or if you want to ask me anything about a specific thing, or like, let's say, about transcribing, about being a virtual assistant, or about being an ESL teacher. So just let me know. It's okay. So thank you guys for playing this video, and talk to you soon. Bye.